Hey everybody, Freddy Voodoo here. Today I'm going to be I'm going to be doing a review on my I'm going to be doing an updated version of my DVD collection. Um, hopefully you guys can see all of my DVDs that are up on the screen. So what I'm gonna do is I might make this more than one part. Yeah. I'm just gonna talk. I'm just gonna talk a little bit. I'm just gonna talk a little bit about the DVDs. Maybe say a few sentences or something. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, let's continue. So. Next up, we've got the Huckleberry Hound show. This is maybe one of my favorites, next to the Simpsons movie, because this cartoon has made me laugh a couple times. You can see that there's no cover, but that's why it says the Huckleberry Hound show. There's Huckleberry Hound, Yogi Bear, and Mr. Jinx, and Yogi's mate, Yogi's best friend, Boo Boo. Yeah, and there's Huckleberry, and there's Huck doing something. Yeah. So back when I used to watch this, this show used to make me laugh a couple times. But other than that, it was a pretty darn good show, if I do say so myself. So yeah, I highly recommend for any of you guys, if any of you guys out there are fans of classic cartoons, then I recommend that you get the show, because it will keep you entertained for 3 hours of nonstop Huckleberry Hound cartoons from the classic Hanna-Barbera series or TV show. That's why the show is awesome. Next up, we've got Cinderella, one of my favorite Disney classic movies of all time. I bought this movie on Amazon just because it was cheap, so I bought it, and it was a pretty good deal, I should say. The Disney classic that taught us dreams really do come true. Yeah, that saying is true. You do have dreams, and yeah. So yeah, I watched part of it with my sister, but now that she's getting ready for college, I think I might watch this by myself. We'll see. But still, I highly recommend this movie. It's good. It's a great movie. Great movie for any kid or adult or grandparent or whatever. Yeah. Next up, we have another Disney classic movie, The Jungle Book. I had this on a VCR. I used to watch this on a VCR cassette, but I broke it because I kept pushing the rewind button. But now that I'm 22, I don't even do that stuff anymore. But still, this is one of my favorite Disney movies of all time, if I do say so myself. It's got Baloo, King Louie, Shere Khan, the Snake, and Mowgli. This movie is pretty cool, if I do say so myself. It has this scene where it tends to get scary at some point. at some point. But other than that, I bought it. I bought it off Amazon just because it's one of my favorite Disney classical movies. I love it. Jungle Book. The Jungle Book is amazing. Next up, we've got the Lego Movie. I haven't seen it. Next up, we've got the Lego Movie. Haven't seen it. Heard good things about it. It was pretty cheap, so I bought the movie version and the video game version. Now when I bought the video game version, some of the levels tended to get really hard at some point, but other than that, it was really fun. It was really fun it was really fun beating all those bosses and destroying all those Lego objects you see. This movie is so. I hope this movie will make me laugh because I love Legos. I mean, who does not love this movie? The Lego Movie. That's why it's awesome. Let's see. Next up, we've got Scooby-Doo's Greatest Mysteries. One of the best Hanna-Barbera classic cartoons. You've got Scooby-Doo and the gang, Velma, Shaggy, Fred, and Daphne. Scooby-Doo's my main man. That's because he's awesome. And Scooby-Doo's been around ever since I was a little boy. I used to buy clothes that had shirts that had pictures on him. I still do. I have one of them just because I have a brown shirt just because well at school I saw one of my friends that had a shirt, and yeah, But still, this movie freaking rocks. You cannot go wrong with Scooby-Doo. He's an amazing dude. You gotta love him. Next up, we've got Superman the Animated Series, Volume 2, The New Superman Adventures. This movie is by far one of the most greatest action-packed movies I've ever animated TV shows I've seen. It says Earth's protector takes on a galaxy of evil. Lex Luthor, Bizarro, Metallo, Cargo. The universe is filled with villains, and only the Man of Steel can keep them from overthrowing Earth in these 18 action-packed episodes from the Emmy-winning series filled with dynamic storylines. That's why I bought this off Amazon, and it was like really cheap, so I just bought it. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to watch this movie or TV show. I hear it's gonna be a great show. Next up, great movie. If you ever see this, get it. This is The Muppets. Now when this first came out in theaters, me and a friend went and saw it, and it made me laugh a couple times just cause the Muppets are so funny, and they've been around ever since I was a little boy. And yeah, you cannot go wrong with the Muppets. This is an awesome movie. I highly recommend this one. This is an awesome movie. Okay. Next up, we've got Samurai Jack Season 2. One of the best cartoon. TV shows I watched ever since I was a little boy, and I also remember watching it at my cousin's house, just because it was fun, and some parts tended to get real sad. But other than that, it was an awesome movie. I love it. I also got to watch it, and it was pretty cool. Let's put it that way. Next up we've got Robin Hood, the Disney classic. This is the 40th anniversary edition. I have loved Robin Hood ever since I was a little boy. I remember this is the only now, back when this was on video cassette, I did not get a chance to watch the original, the Disney version of Robin Hood. I only got to see like Tarzan or Beauty and the Beast or The Lion King and Aladdin, I think. Yeah. So this is one of my all-time favorite Disney movies, next to The Jungle Book. Because Robin Hood is like one of my favorite Disney characters. He's one heck of an awesome dude. I love it. Great movie. Next up we have Johnny Bravo, Season 1. Kind of a letdown, but this movie was actually, or this isn't a movie, this is a cartoon. This cartoon is pretty funny, because on the back it says, "Man, I'm pretty. Season 1 is 5 with me." You can also see that it's from the Cartoon Network Hall of Fame. I bought this off Amazon just cause it was a great movie, and I bought it and I really enjoyed it. It tended to make me laugh a couple times, but other than that, it was a great show to watch. Very funny. Next up we have ScoobyDoos All Star Laugh Olympics. Bring home the gold in animated comedy hijinks. It's got your favorite. It's got all your favorite. It's got all your favorite Hanna-Barbera characters. Just every Hanna-Barbera character you can find on this DVD. I highly recommend this movie. It's awesome. Next up, we've got Dumbo, another one of my favorite Disney movies. It says Walt Disney's timeless classic, and it happens to be one of my favorite Disney classics because one of my friends has autism and he absolutely loves Dumbo. He always says, "Would you like to watch Dumbo, Port?" Yeah. Yeah, that's what he says. But other than that, this is the DVD edition. And although this movie also does have some scary parts in it, but other than that, it's a pretty cool movie, I should say. Still love Dumbo though. It's an awesome movie. Alright, guys, I'm gonna take a little break. I'll be back with part 2 of this episode. Bye.